Uh, Good evening. It's the night of the vice presidential debate. Um, I made a video about the presidential debate last time when it was on. So I figured it would be suiting if I made one for the vice presidential debate as well. I haven't watched the whole thing. I've only seen it up till the part, the lady was like, well, neither of you have answered the question, blah, 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 blah. So, like, maybe one or two questions after that. But one of the things that really struck me as perturbing was that not both of them, Senator Biden, Senator Obama's choice for vice president, was saying how, the middle class was struggling, and that was hurting our economy, which is flailing right now, obviously. Sorry my hair is all crazy, I just took a shower and I didn't do anything to it. Anyways, off topic. I live in a upper middle class society. The people here, they're not ridiculously rich. I know some of them have, like, mansions of houses. But, you know, there's others who are, like, just normal people. They drive a car to work, their kids go to school. Big deal. I don't know how it is over the rest of the country, because the only other states I've been to are Ohio and a couple states on the East Coast. But I know that here, sorry. I know that here, the middle class is having no problem. We're just spoiled here, and we're like, gas, it's so high, taxes, it's so high. Okay, you've got 3 kids, and, you know, a Hummer, and, an Escalade. What do you want? It's like you have to pay for your kids. Of course it's going to be expensive. You got 3 of them. You got to feed all of them. And your husband/wife. Depends on who does the cooking. And, you know, if you're driving the monster cars, of course gas is going to be expensive. You have to fill up the tank every 10 miles. That's an exaggeration. I really hope there isn't a car that you have to fill up every 10 miles. That would be ridiculousness. But, what I'm saying is... Sorry, I'm, like, getting interrupted a lot during this video. I feel really bad about it. Okay, the middle class, I don't know, maybe in other places in this country, the middle class really is struggling, like, they're having a really hard time. First of all, I don't know if maybe people are better off before they have kids, and then they're like, well, we're fine the way we are, so if we had kids it'd be fine. But you shouldn't be having kids until you are, you know, gold in your financial system, you've got, like, all the insurances you need. You shouldn't be, like, having kids as soon as you get married and you have no money. That's stupidity. I mean, why would you do that? Just so you can have a kid? You're like, hey guys, I have a kid now. I can't feed it, and I can't take care of it properly, and I have to work 3 jobs just to pay for our house, but, go away. Okay, it'll be on later, so you can watch it then. Sorry, that was my brother. But, oh man, I just forgot what I was saying, and he's still there, he's watching me like a creeper. Yeah, okay, you shouldn't be complaining about having to work, 3 jobs and a night shift because you have to feed your 5 kids and your slacker husband. You shouldn't have had 5 kids. You should have realized that... Okay, you know what? Now that we got that out of the way. You should have realized that it was gonna be hard. I mean, you watched your parents take care of you. You should have learned something from them. I know things were easier back then. School wasn't as hard. And gas wasn't as expensive. Man, I keep interrupting this video. I feel really, really bad about it still. Um, but still, I mean, you should have learned that how much responsibility. This is what I'm trying to say. Responsibility. You should have realized how much responsibility is brought on by having kids, by owning a house, by having cars. I mean, public transportation is available pretty much everywhere, so you don't have any reason to be. I mean, you can have a big car, for your camping trips or whatever, but you don't have to drive it, your big car from your house to school, which takes 5 minutes, when there's a bus with, 11 kids on it because their parents have to work from 5 to 12 at night. You shouldn't have to drive your car when that bus is there for you. It's $2. And the bus drivers here are really lenient. Sometimes they don't even make you pay. They're just like, well, I'll be nice. You don't have to pay. So really, there's no reason why you need the big cars. Unless, again, for big trips or whatever. Your silly excuse may be. Sorry if that insulted anyone. Yeah. And then, Senator Palin said, like, in regards to the, how the mortgage companies were lending out loans, without explaining to people the repercussions of the loans that they were taking out. So I gotta think about this one a little bit. And she said, she was like, well, people got, tricked into taking out a $200,000 loan because they only had $100,000 and they wanted to buy a $300,000 house. Huh. Well, you shouldn't be wanting a $300,000 house if you only have $100,000. She was saying how, something about learning from your parents and how, you don't spend outside of your budget because that creates debt. Wow, debt? Really? Wow, Where's that coming today? I wonder. And I need to stop saying, sorry. If you have $100,000, you buy a house that's not as nice, or you rent an apartment for 2 years, or you stay at a hotel, which would be kind of stupid because those are generally more expensive than houses. They charge a lot of money in hotels. But that's not the point. You don't borrow money that you don't know you can pay back to buy a house that you could wait a year, save up some money, and, buy it easily. And also, this is kind of like what I was saying before about the kids situation. If you are trying to buy a $300,000 house and you only have $100,000, you take out a loan so you can get that $300,000 house. You now have way less money than you did before. Even if it's more money than you could have had, it's still, pushing the boundaries. But, why would you need to buy a $300,000 house? I don't really know that much about the housing industry, so I don't know how much a, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, kitchen, dining room, I don't know, house costs, and it kind of depends on where you live, I'm sure, but you should focus on, not on where you live, or what kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, what kind of situation you're living in. You should focus on living with what you have. That's like, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. You take the bad situation, you work hard at your job, which is another thing that we need to do. The middle class is struggling, well, you work hard, and you get through it. Because you will get through it. You just